What is up, guys? Welcome back to another tutorial style video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys the full Big Bang Drive guide. So basically I'll just be showing you everything from how to use it, when to use it, and like many texts that you can use with it. So starting off with how to use it, it's a very simple shot. You just have to have the ball in the air, and the ball has to be either hit up by you or a teammate, and then you just use the ability. It depends on what direction you're looking the second that you press the key. So like, you see how I pressed it and then flicked, and it doesn't change the direction. It is also very height based. So like, for example, if I'm just looking at the sky, it's gonna absolutely send the ball, and you're probably not gonna be able to score with it. If you're in box, the sweet spot to aim would be like, just angle it about 30 to 45 degrees, and it'll end up being like a really low shot. You can aim higher for like a high shot that could confuse goalkeepers, but against the AI, all you're really gonna need is like a low fast shot. That's about it for how the ability works. How to use it properly: there's two main ways you can use it. There's just the regular flick, and there is the insta form, which is like this. I have a full tutorial on how to insta form if you have trouble on that, so you can always refer to that video. I will not be like showing you how to insta form because I already have a video over it. But that wraps it up for the main section for like Instaform. There are situations where one might be more valuable than the other, but more times than not, you're gonna want to be able to Instaform because it's a lot more difficult to predict, and it's a lot quicker to use. Now, moving on for the techs, there's really not that many that you can do without an extra weapon. Like, for example, you can do things like Nagi and then Big Bang Drive, and the Nagi will like extend the height, or it'll extend like the airtime for your Big Bang Drive, which makes it a lot easier to score with. There is also another tech that is a bit more difficult and you probably won't be using as much, which is the double bicycle kick. It's pretty good for like if you have defenders on you and you need to like get around them, but it is a very easy thing to block if they know like what is going on. What you'd want to do for that is flick the ball straight up, run forwards to where you're like right, like a bit before or a bit ahead of the ball, and then charge up your bicycle kick and run backwards, and then immediately formless after you release your bicycle kick. Your bicycle kick can be like basically any power, though obviously more power makes it a bit more difficult to land your bicycle kick, and you'll have to aim a bit like lower with your bicycle kick to compensate. A good version of the bicycle kick would look like this, and most of the time you won't get blocked by the goalkeeper if you're aiming right. You're able to as well dribble into your Big Bang Drive, though it is a lot more difficult to do, especially like the whole turning around part. But it is possible, and it also throws people off a lot. I can't do it that well, though with enough practice, you're gonna be able to do something like dribbling into it. Most of the time with Big Bang Drive, if you're catching it off of a teammate lob, you're always gonna want to jump into it, because that's gonna maximize your like height. And that's the main thing that you're gonna want in order to like get over enemy defenders and actually score. The thing with Big Bang Drive is, and also another tech, is the fact that you can jump into it, and that basically makes your height like taller than any defenders, no matter what. Even if they're like 6'3", they're not gonna be able to get up to that height if you're catching it at like the peak. Now I'm gonna move into when to use it and when not to use it. As I've previously said, the best way to use it is using it with like the jump or with like an insta form. But when you'd want to use it, for example, the ball is here, you'd want at least like a box, like this immediate like circle of range with nobody near you to use it, or else people will be able to get there on time and block you. I'm not saying to never use it if you don't have space, because you obviously can, and it can sometimes work, but the safest option would just to be using it whenever you have the most amount of space possible. Other than that, that's about all for this video. If you enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. All of that just helps me get out to more people and lets me know that you enjoy these types of content. So, have a good day. See ya.